So the journey started 3 years ago. In 2019, I came out here with a team of super savage studs, and we set a goal to do the Ragnar relay run through the mountains in Tahoe in under 24 hours. We fought, we dug our nails in, and we clawed for victory. And at the end of an excruciating 24 hours, we fell short of our goal. We ended up 24 hours and 6 minutes in 2019. We're like, okay, gosh, man, we'll be back next year and we're going to hit that goal. Well, obviously the world changed. So 2020, they didn't have races. 2021, there wasn't races. And then here we are back in 2022 with a singularity of focus saying we were going to cross the 24-hour border or the 24-hour finish line for this Ragnar relay race. So for the last pretty much all of 2022, I've been building a team. And I selected a very specific set of skill sets with a bunch of super studs that I knew would help us get across the finish line in under 24 hours. Well, true to real form and nature, just a couple days before we're headed out to Tahoe, I had 2 runners drop off our team. And they happen to be the 2 fastest runners on our team. And these 2 runners, we had a hamstring tear and one of the guys got COVID and had severe symptoms. So it's nobody's fault. Just very simply, life threw a curve at us. So we go to our team, we're like, look, guys, there's 6 of us now to do the work of 8 of us. If you guys don't know how the Ragnar relay races run, you basically have a team of 8, and your 8 people run 3 different loops through the mountain, a small loop, a medium loop, and a large loop. So here we are now with 6 guys that have to do 24 loops. So we just discussed it. Like, what do we do? Do we change our goals? Do we shrink our goals? Do we decide to rise up and find a challenge and make it work anyway somehow? And that's what we decided to do. We said, look, man, we came out here with a singularity, folks. We knew what we came to do. It don't matter who's on the team. Collectively, we're going to make it happen. So I got a ton of takeaways from this thing, right? Because at the end of the day, we finished this race today in 23 hours and 6 minutes with only 6 of us. That means we had to run more than any one of us had ever planned on running during this race. So here's what I learned during the experience. Number 1, it's not possible if you don't believe it's possible. That's where it starts. You gotta believe it's freaking possible. So the first thing that I heard from all 6 dudes was, yes, we will do this. Let's do it. I don't wanna shrink the goal. So number 1, we all decided, look, we came out with a goal. It's possible. Let's do it. Number 2, we get here on site and we're like, I don't know how to do it. We need to sit down and make a plan. So we sat down for a couple hours and we charted out the logistics of how this whole thing was gonna work and how we were gonna get across that finish line in under 24 hours. So number 2, make a plan, work your plan. You gotta make the plan because it's one thing to wish that it's gonna happen. It's a whole nother thing to go out there and make it happen, right? So make a plan, work a plan. The last part is, it's funny because I heard it all over the place. There's probably 400 teams here this weekend. There's still a bunch of people running and trying to finish the race right now. But I heard it all over the place. Teams just snickering at each other, just mad, yelling, cursing at each other, just cutting each other's knees out, right? They were just angry at each other. So my last big takeaway is once you've made the plan, shut up and just go do the work. Shut up and do the work. And I'm so grateful that I had such a badass squad today because our squad this weekend, they never complained one time about the work they had to do. They never one time argued with one another and we never one time got on each other's nerves. We very simply came here on a mission. We came here on a mission. We set the goal, we believed it was possible, we made a plan, and then we shut up and we worked the plan. And we came in an hour ahead of the finish time that we set out to do, right? So these guys were savages. They came out, they ate, they slept, they camped, and they ran. And we got the job done. So where else could this serve you, right? Like where else in your life are you facing adversity? You're like, gosh, well, now that adversity showed up, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let me just change my goals. Let me just shrink because things didn't go the way I was planning for them to. Wrong. Dude, if you believe that it's possible, you can make it happen. The second thing is you got to figure out how to make it happen. So you got to create a plan. You got to be flexible in your approach. Sometimes things don't go all the way according to plan. That's okay, but you got to shift the plan a little bit, but you got to start by making a plan. Why? How? Right? Make a plan. And then the last part is shut up and do the work. Shut up and do the work. There's no reason to complain or start to put doubt in the fact that you're going to get the job done. Make a plan, and once you've made the plan, you just got to put your head down and do the work. So our team did that this weekend. I'm super stoked at our performance. I have no idea how it rates us or ranks us, but at the end of the day, I'm unbelievably proud that our team crossing that 24-hour border.